I'm late to the discussion. It has always been a trend on this channel. Avatar The Last Airbender is some of the greatest shows that I ever watched as a kid, and I still have it on repeat today. There are a few reasons for that. Great writing, good voice acting, and overall a show that had a lot of doubt went into it. In 2024, something happened. Netflix decided to destroy, no, to actually exterminate this show and to traumatize us with yet another bad live adaptation remake of a great piece of art. Let's review season 1. We can talk about a live action show without talking about the casting. And for the most part, I like the casting. My favorite ones are Dallas Yu, who is playing my boy Zuko, and Daniel Day-Kim, who deserves a raise because if it wasn't for his charisma, Fire Lord Ozad would have been a disgrace. I also really appreciate the effort of Paul Sun-Young Lee as Uncle Iroh and Ken Leung. Sorry if I butchered the name. And this guy for Ken is playing Amiral Xiao, but the script that they are given is not great. So obviously the characters are not that good. Then what the Netflix show did was not fucking over Katara and Sokka. Look at this. This is Sokka. No, seriously, this is actually Sokka and Katara. Great job on the casting, Netflix. And Moon Gyatso is well casted too. So if you watch the original version of the animated show, you probably know that the first season has 26 episodes. Netflix took that number down to 8 and decided to make the episodes collide into each other and mix episodes, which make the pacing really weird. And also the episodes are now over 50 minutes long, which I don't necessarily have a problem with, because I watch K-dramas, and if you ever watch K-drama, you know that Koreans don't play around with the runtime. All episodes are over an hour long, but at least they make it work because the aesthetic are gorgeous. And so far, all the K-dramas that I personally watch are really good with the writing. But Avatar The Last Airbender, more like Avatar The Last Trash Bag. They murdered the show, and the main problem here is not really that it couldn't work, but like on paper this could work, but the execution was rated bad, which is basically the problem with the whole show here. And so let's talk about the execution. Actually, a lot of their ideas were fine for me. What makes them a clownery show is the execution. For example, showing the genocide could have worked, but they treated it more like a cool action scene than the war crime that it was, so it doesn't work. Making our moody because of what happened to his son could have worked on paper, but Iroh was always goofy and essential because he wanted to spread positivity, especially to the ones he hurt. So changing into a moody human because of his actual deep down emotion could have worked, and be really endearing in my opinion, but it didn't because Iroh is acting more like a bratty teenager and don't really react to the world around him most of the times. And also sometimes he gives straight up bad advice to Zuko that puts him in danger, which Iroh was like one of the wisest characters in the show. Like, this guy had infinite wisdom, and in the Netflix version it doesn't have anymore. So my conclusion is Netflix live action Avatar isn't the worst piece of media actually, but is failing because of the execution. I will watch season 2 to see if they improve things a little bit, and because I'm watching this purely because of nostalgia and my love for the original, so I want to see what they did to the second season, especially seems like the most fan seems to say that it's even worse than the first, and I don't necessarily think so, and I want to watch this thing for myself and to judge it myself basically. And so for the first time in my video, I have an outro to tell you that I'm gonna do an episode breakdown of Netflix's ATLA to analyze the show, specifically season 1, and tell you what they did right and what was bad more in detail. And also you will be getting more analysis from me, especially TV shows, Netflix series and movies, and some dance covers too.